Yeah, sorry if I seem out of it. I haven't been able to sleep correctly because my pulsatile tinnitus got worse. Which, in case you're wondering what those means, tinnitus is a rare condition that causes constant ringing in the air. There's temporary tinnitus and there's non-temporary tinnitus. And non-temporary tinnitus exists in about 1 in 10 people. Pulsatile tinnitus just means I hear my heartbeat. And because I hear my heartbeat, really hard to fall asleep when you hear your own heart 60 times per minute. Anyways, I did a ton more off-stream grinding. Goal this time is simple. Beat the game, then grind. Did I went all the way to town and bought a bunch of stuff, but I forgot to cottage once. Oh, guess what feature I discovered by accident? There's a sort button right there. I was complaining about that a while back. So as you can clearly see, everybody's health and magic are insanely high compared to last. David, you finally got another agility up! But their health and magic are way higher than they used to be. And that's because I spent 30 minutes. Like, I spent 2 hours just why is your agility increasing so fast the second I was on stream? Never mind. Just improving everybody's MP. I didn't know that was there. I just discovered that by accident. Anyways, I spent 2 hours improving everybody's health and magic power via Valentina's swap spell, which I did a while ago, and then recently I spent a whole bunch of time leveling everybody's individual spells and weapon skills by having everyone cast each spell 9 times inside combat. Spent forever grinding off stream, getting no level ups, but the second I start streaming, it's just like, yeah, let's give them all the level ups. I'm not gonna complain. His agility went up again, which is nice because his raised agility is causing his agility to raise. Yeah, so I finally figured out how leveling actually works. I think I actually talked about that. I think I researched that on the previous stream, in fact. And then I researched like a whole bunch of stats of all the various enemies in Pandemonium. I came to the conclusion that the Lamia Queen, and the Mithril Knight, and the Mantis Devil are all the easiest things to train against. But in particular, the Mithril Golem, due to the fact that it never uses magic, is really easy to train against. And the Lamia Queen, because she only has she has 2 magics. One of them is Blink, and the other one is Charm. To which, if I have everybody cast Shell, their magic defense is too high to ever fall to Charm. But yeah, I would find a Mithril Golem, walk up to them, and then I would spend 30 minutes manually casting every single spell 9 times. Starting with defensive buffs, Protect, Blink, Wall, Shell. And then once I casted each of those 9 times, if I took enough damage, I would cast Cure. I didn't bother casting Cure counts. I would just cast it whenever. I mean, I'm seriously grateful that that's going up, but why now? After I did all the casts for defensive buffs, I would then swing my weapons 9 times at myself. After I did that, I would cast offensive buffs, because your offensive buffs don't affect your spells, they affect your physical ability. And since I already swung my weapon as many times as I planned to, I didn't need to swing it anymore, and then I would cast magic spells on myself, and I would cast it on the entire party, because then they only deal 1/8 their total damage rather than their full damage. And I would have everybody do that. Whenever damage got too high, we would cast heals, and needless to say, at some point the enemy would always flee and the process would fail. But I would get a bunch of experience, I'd get a bunch of level ups, and everybody's stats would increase, so screw it. To the point that Gilgamesh is now 2 stat capped and can no longer grow his strength. What's the right for that? And 9 is the minimum number of actions to guarantee at least 1 experience point, which is less relevant for magic, because magic always gets experience provided you cast it. But I just casted it 9 times anyways to try and guarantee the minimal maximal coefficient. Yeah, I'm seriously grateful that your agility is finally going up, Vivian, but why now? Fox will later learn that he's wrong about the magic thing. Let's go. Gilgamesh won't level up from, will be able to gain experience from this. Nice! Hey! Gilgamesh, your evasion is getting insane, my guy. Alright, let's continue. Ow. Not really. Go ahead. I need to have an off-screen yet. Which is the... Next level. Trying to go off-screen, but I don't want to go off-screen yet. Anyway. There's a bit there. We're waiting for now. We're going to get there. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Red! Okay. Anything is everything blocked. Go! Stella! Nice Stella! Oh, let's not wait for your team. Hey, what's her? Oh, no, fire, oops, I'll let you record it. Two doors! This is the correct path. I'm coming back here later. No point in being here now. I want to save every time before I enter a door. You're just casting Ultima from now on. If you run out of magic, who cares? We have 57 elixirs. Might as well get some Ultima training in. Oh! Ow, you prick. Overbuff before every boss fight. Am I probably gonna win this in a single hit? Probably. Am I still gonna cast every single spell I can? Might as well increase my chances of leveling up the spells, if nothing else. I do not like him doing that. Gilgamesh, since you already have your strength maxed out anyways, you will be casting Flare to level up your neutral damage spell. Hey, we saw you have to cast Aura. Gilgamesh will cast Flare, Valentina will cast whatever, Chuck and Vivian will just swing because they have a reason to level up their strength yet. Not even enough attacks for either of them to level up. Blink, Shell, Berserk, Shell, Protect, and Berserk. Nice. A Spirit increase. Always good. Was that the only level up? Genji armor! That was the missing equipment piece to everything he was wearing earlier. Zero evasion, but the ability to face tank anything in exchange for being really bad at magic. The defender just spikes his evasion all the way up to 99 anyways. Why am I training Flare specifically? Flare is a non-elemental spell, which means that it does the same amount of damage versus any enemy. Why is that relevant? Unlike Fire, which only can do reduced to no damage against certain enemies, Flare is pretty much guaranteed to deal some amount of damage to any type of enemy. So if you don't know an enemy's weakness, Flare will always hurt. Whereas if you're fighting an enemy that's resistance against fire, fire won't work. Flare is guaranteed to work regardless of who you hit it with. Oh, that's a fancy looking flare. Glad they're no longer using Blaster. Need a attack ring. Curls can drop protect rings.
Hey, this is the HalfSaneFox, and thanks for watching. I'm going to end this video here, and if you like this content, I highly recommend that you check the VOD or just wait for the next episode to release. And maybe click on one of the end screen cards once those finally show up.